Hi there, Amanda here from Sex Talks with Amanda. And as you can see by the title of this video, we are here in the second installment of the 5-part series, 5 pieces of sexual baggage that you need to drop right now, girl. Yeah, so part 1, if you missed it, was all about mirror, mirror on the wall. And today we are going to discuss the second piece of baggage. What would you like to call it? I think maybe this baggage is going to look like a backpack. Um, so it's called, if you want to go there, it's called Sex on the Shelf. So sex on the shelf, aside from sounding kind of painful and like you're going to have holes in your drywall, refers to the elf on the shelf, which is, it's definitely an American tradition. I'm not sure if it exists anywhere else in the world, but if you're unaware, let me tell you about it. The elf on the shelf is the idea that you take this small little doll and parents can control their children through fear-mongering and threats of loss of toys by saying that this elf goes back and forth from your house to the North Pole every night and snitches essentially on your kids and tells Santa all of the good and bad things that they've done. Now, if you're a really good parent, and I like to think that I am, you make your elf do funny little antics, and your elf causes a little mischief back and forth on his way in and out of your house. I'm not that great of a parent, I guess, because my elf actually just liked to hide where my kids couldn't actually find it. And there would be so many nights when, as a parent, I would be in bed and I'd be like, oh, shit, I forgot to move the elf. And I'd have to go downstairs and be like, just here, you go over there. Can anybody relate? My elf was named Tharble. It's like the first letters of everybody in our household at Christmas time. And my kids were really into it for a year or two, and then it sort of lost its luster. I think they were like, this elf hasn't moved for 4 days, Mom. Let's get to it. But Amanda, what does this have to do with sex? Aside from something that I might want to try later on. It actually refers to all of the books, the self-help books, the sex books, the articles that you find in magazines that sort of pile up on the shelf, and they look down at you smiling, just like the elf on the shelf, kind of taunting you. A little bit of fear-mongering, like, why aren't you reading me? The fact of the matter is, if you're brave enough to even buy the books and clip the articles and buy the magazines, are you getting around to reading them? Why not? What's stopping you? My mom, she's really afraid to even click on ads, on anything that she might even like and want, because she's so afraid of the algorithms of Facebook and social media flooding her page with marketing ideas from the thing that she clicked on. Maybe you are afraid of going on Amazon because if your partner sees that you're looking up relationship communication books, they're going to be freaked out. If you are if you share an account for Amazon, you might not want to have your kids know that you're buying these books. And a lot of women are just so freaked out and intimidated and overwhelmed to go into a sex shop or someplace, even pretty reputable to get this reference material on how to improve their sex life, how to improve communication with their partner. It's a fear of learning that we really need to get over. It's a fear of tapping in and acknowledging that you need help. And as a coach, I want to hold that space for you. A coach, in case you're unaware of what we are and who we are and what we do, so I'm also a personal trainer, in my past life. And I like to make that analogy. So if you've never worked out before, you hire a personal trainer to give you some ideas. If you've worked out before, but you haven't worked out in a while, you hire a personal trainer to hold you accountable and to get you to continue to push yourself a little bit harder and a little bit harder until you start to see some progress. If you've been working out for a while and you want to take your game to the next level, you hire a personal trainer who has a little bit more knowledge than you to help you get to that next goal. If you need somebody to help you set goals, you hire a coach. If you need somebody to keep you accountable, you hire a coach. If you think you're pretty good where you are, but you'd like to take your game to the next level, you hire a coach. So instead of feeling bad about this pile of books that sit on your actual or virtual shelf, instead of feeling badly that you don't know what you don't know, let's leave all that sexual baggage behind. Start with something new. It's time, girl. So what was the name of your elf on the shelf? And what kind of sexual baggage piece do you think this is? Do you think this is like a makeup case? I think it's more of a backpack. I don't know. Check out the last video, a mirror, mirror on the wall, and make sure to check back in and keep watching for the next video. And I will see you in there.